Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 3 Mountain House freeze-dried. These are all desserts. So I have the apple crisp, the raspberry crumble,
and the ice cream sandwich. So
the apple, these two were bought at Sportsman's Warehouse. The apple crisp was $7.49. The raspberry crumble was $7.99.
And mine was, ice cream sandwich was at Walmart for $3.27. But it's only a single serving.
They do have a mint ice cream sandwich. We have not been able to find that, but that's okay. Hopefully you have been following us along in our Mountain House videos. These are the last ones we have to try. So it says, reward yourself with this hot classic dessert with real apples, crunchy granola, and a tasty cinnamon spice blend. It is sure to make you the campsite hero. So that is the apple crisp.
Sounds good.
The raspberry crumble says a fresh tasting raspberry dessert you can enjoy anywhere, anytime, made with a rich raspberry sauce topped with chocolate cookie crumbles. And then this is the ice cream sandwich. It says, yes, this is a real ice cream sandwich with real vanilla ice cream between 2 delicious cookie wafers. You'll be astonished by the taste. The best part is that this ice cream won't drip on your shirt or stick to your fingers. Why? Because like dozens of other foods that Mountain House has been making since 1968, it's freeze-dried. This amazing process allows you to easily pack it in for wilderness adventures, wrap it up as a gift, hand it off as a reward, or even take it with you to the moon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these 2 items over to the counter. We're gonna give you the directions. The ice cream sandwich,
you just eat it out of the bag.
You eat it out of the bag. All you do is you open it up. We're gonna, when these 2 have been prepared, when they're ready to eat, we'll open that one at that time. But these 2, actually, all you have to do is add boiling water to all the Mountain House meals, so they're really easy to make. So we're gonna go over to the counter and show them to you in just a second. So this is the raspberry crumble. It's raspberry sauce topped with chocolate cookie crumbs. And it takes 1 1/3 cup of boiling water. So what you do is you open this. And this, you need to read the directions on each of these because they're different. So this is your raspberry. This is your cookie crumbs. And this is your packet that keeps it fresh, keeps it dry. So throw that away. So,
anything else in there?
No, that's all that's in there. So now what you want to do is you remove inner pouches and discard the oxygen absorber. That was that. It says open raspberry sauce mix pouch and empty into the zipper pouch. So you open, it says raspberry mix on here. You open this. I wonder if it has a perforation on it.
The other end. Other end.
Other end. Oh, well, it's all up at that end. I'm trying to open it like you would in the wilderness, but I could fight with it, but I'm not going to.
Well, you'd have a knife out in the woods anyway.
You would. So
probably.
So you pour this into this pouch. And this is the first meal that we've had that's been this way. So now you take your 1 1/3 cup of boiling water, you add that to this, and you're going to stir it. And you're not going to do anything with your chocolate cookie crumbs right now. You're just going to leave those. Okay, so this is going to sit for 5 minutes. Just like this. Now the next one is the apple crisp. It has cinnamon spiced apples with granola and graham crackers. You open it. And it's gonna have one of those oxygen absorbers in there as well. It also has some granola in here. So you want to take out the granola. Make sure you get your oxygen absorber. If you accidentally leave it in there, it's okay. Just take it out before you eat it. So this one says carefully add a cup of boiling water and stir thoroughly. So this one only takes a cup, whereas the one before took a cup and a third. So stir this up really, really well. Make sure you get all the powder in the corners. Make sure you get it all wet. And so on some of these Mountain House packages, you stir it in between time. These, you do not do that. You leave them for 5 minutes and you do not open them until the very end. So we're gonna set our timer for 5 minutes and we'll be back. So 5 minutes is up. Ordinarily, if you were eating this out in the wilderness, you would take your chocolate cookie crumbs and you would add it inside the bag to the top.
And just eat it right out of the bag.
And eat it right out of the bag. Since we're doing a review, we want to see what it looks like. We want you to see what it looks like and how much you get. So we are pouring these out on a plate. So I'm gonna pour it out on a plate and then I'm going to add my chocolate cookie crumbles to the top.
I'll take a spoon and mix
I'm going to mix it a little bit on the plate.
Only because the heavier stuff came out first.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move this around a little bit so that we have more of an even distribution.
See what, there's a strong flavor in it. I mean, a small smell.
Okay, so now you have your chocolate cookie crumble and you sprinkle this over the top. And it looks like crushed Oreos, so it'll be interesting to see what it tastes like. And let me just say, they give you a lot. So like you could potentially eat, sprinkle some and eat a layer.
That's what I would do.
And then sprinkle some more, eat another layer. I'm using it all because I want to show you how much you get. So the same thing goes for this one. Ordinarily, you would add your granola to the bag. I'm going to just, let's see. These are apples, so they're stickier. So I'm having to
spoon it out.
Spoon it out, yes. Yes, it is a, and you don't use, well, you don't use as much water with this one either. So, and I do see a little bit of powder there. And I told you had to stir it. You know, you have to really stir it well. I'm getting another spoon out because I need to get this.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't have this issue being right out of the container.
Yeah, this is just, yeah, you wouldn't worry about this ordinarily. But since we're putting it on a plate, because it doesn't have as much liquid, it doesn't seem like you get near as much. So now you put your granola on top, like this, but you get a ton of granola. You get lots and lots of granola. So should I pour it? I'll just go for it. Let's do it. Okay, so now we're gonna take these over to the table and give them a try. So the Apple Crisp meal is 3 servings, and it says 2/3 cup is 180 calories. So I got a spoons. These are our first Mountain House meals that we've eaten with a spoon. All the other ones.
Oh, well, you could have eaten like the chili and stuff because they were kind of.
You could, yeah.
I love the apple and the cinnamon. Mm-hmm. The granola is a little dry, but I got a lot of granola.
I really like that though. Mm-hmm. I could eat that as one of my meals.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what a lot of people do for breakfast or something.
But like, yeah, instead of breakfast, and instead of one of the breakfast meals, I could definitely eat that. Mm-hmm. Because
it's granola and apples.
It's absolutely delicious.
How many calories is that?
I love it's 180
per serving.
Times 3.
Yeah.
And so it would be a lot of calories for you, so you wouldn't really want to do that.
Well, if you split it with 2 people though.
But you could, yes. Yes, you could split it with 2 people, and it would remind you of like oatmeal or something like that you would have in the morning anyway, that's apple flavored.
Yeah, see, I don't consider that dessert. I consider that more of a breakfast.
That's very good.
I know you're not going to carry yogurt with you, but if you had a little yogurt, or if you had those little Go-Gurts, you know, the little tubes. Yeah. You could maybe squirt some of that on there to add a little moisture. That's my only complaint about that is the granola, a little dry.
Right. So, like the raspberry had you put 1 1/3 cups. Maybe if you put 1 1/3 cups, you would have more moisture.
A little bit of liquid.
But if you're pouring that granola into the bag like they want you to, most people would probably stir it in.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get wet.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna get wet. You're not gonna do it like I did for this review. You're gonna stir it in, it's gonna get wet. Same with these cookie crumbs. You're probably gonna pour the whole thing in the bag and either shake it up or take your hands
or just mix it in while you're eating it.
Or so that's how you would ordinarily do it. So I don't think it would be dry like it is for us right now. So this is the Raspberry Crumble
with cookies.
It is 1/4 of the package. It's 150 calories. It is 4 servings. I think that is the most servings we've had in a bag.
4?
Out of all,
wow. It is quite a bit though.
Out of all the Mountain House meals, that one is the most servings.
How many calories is it?
150.
No, I'd go right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Let's go for it. That is so good. That is so good.
There are seeds in it. If you don't like seeds, if you don't want seeds, you can't have seeds, you wouldn't want to get this. But the flavor is really good. It has a sweetness, but it also has a tartness to it.
You could put that in a cake.
Having that flavor.
Yeah. I love that.
It's good.
You could buy that meal and use that mix, that raspberry mix, to put like on the in between on the inside of a cake. That is so delicious. I never thought it would be that good. Okay, wait, we haven't been rating these.
Okay.
Out of 5, we've been 5 being the best, you'd buy it again and again. 1, you'd never buy it again. I would give both of these a 5 just because I like the raspberry better, but I'm gonna give them both a 5 because I would buy them both again and again. But that raspberry, wow. I mean, like, beyond 5.
Really? I like it.
I love it.
I don't know if I like it that much.
Love it.
I definitely, for what they are, I would give them a 5 for what they are. They're as a dessert or as a breakfast.
Like, I could clean that plate.
I really wish the apples had just a touch more moisture, but you could always add a little bit more water to
And
them.
like I said, if you're putting it in the bag, you're good.
I still don't think it's pretty dry, just the bottom part when you dumped it out.
It
so
is.
I think I personally would add just a touch more water to it, so I'd have a little bit more, not soupy part, but a little bit more liquid, so the granola can be softened up a bit.
But
that's
what's
just
your
my
rating?
personal preference. I said I'd give them a 5.
Oh, you would give them
I would still give them a 5
okay.
because I do like them. I just wish there was more moisture, and I can control that. I can add more moisture.
Yeah, you can add more if you want to. Once you've made these once, you know what you would do differently the next time, and so of course you can do that.
Just whatever you want.
Now, this we are expecting this to be just like astronaut ice cream.
It looks like.
And we recently had astronaut ice cream.
I mean, it's wrapped up in the paper and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been made by the same company.
It's broken all to pieces though.
Yeah, they leave the slits in the side for a reason. On the astronaut ice cream, it actually said, but I don't see it on here. Yeah, they leave the slits on the inside of the bag because it helps them with the freeze drying process or something. It does something.
Get the moisture out.
But this is the same calories and everything as the astronaut ice cream. So we're thinking that it's probably going to taste the same. It's 150 calories. So if you want a lower calorie dessert and something that you can eat the whole thing by yourself, you don't have to share with anybody.
You went for a big old hunk. Yeah, that's just okay. It's very, very bland.
It tastes the same though.
It tastes exactly the same. It could be made in the same company.
Yeah, and we probably paid the same amount.
The chocolate pieces on the outside are actually better than the white ice cream.
See, I don't mind that.
You know, the chocolate part have actual flavor.
See, to me, the white part has a very vanilla.
It tastes like you're eating chalk. I just can't handle it. These are like the very most would be a 2.
That white part does have a vanilla flavor. Kevin might not like it, the vanilla flavor, but it does have a vanilla flavor. I would give it a 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend anybody ever buy that.
Because if we didn't have any dessert, I would definitely eat that. I would eat that if I was wanting something sweet.
No.
I would eat that. So I'm going to give it
berries
a
out of the
3.
forest. I would go eat tree bark before I ate one of those.
Really?
I just don't like it.
I do not mind that vanilla flavor at all. It wouldn't be my choice, of course. My choice would be the raspberry.
It's not a flavor thing for me. It's all texture. It's literally like you're eating a piece of chalk.
No, I agree with that. I don't think it's as hard as chalk, but yes, I do get that. So
that's a 2 for me.
So 5, 5,
and 2.
2 for you and 3 for me. So what we're going to do now is we are going to sum up every Mountain House meal that we've had. So if you are interested in hearing the ones we like the most and the ones we like the least, then stay tuned. We're going to clean this up and we'll be right back to give you that information. So now we're going to tell you the meals. We'll do the ones that we would not buy first. We'll get those over with. Honestly, we had 11 videos, and honestly, you can't even compare the desserts. I mean, because the desserts are desserts. They were delicious. So, of course,
except the ice cream sandwich.
You just saw the raspberry and apple. I mean, they got a 5. So
yeah,
really,
those would be good to buy.
Those are obvious.
Although I still think you could eat either one of those for breakfast if you really wanted to.
Oh, you could eat them anytime.
Yeah.
Yes, and enjoy them. But I'm going to give you the ones that I like. For me, I would never again buy the beef stroganoff with noodles. I gave that a 1.
And I gave it a 3, so I wasn't really super impressed with it either.
I also gave the chicken teriyaki a 1, but Kevin gave that a 4.
Yeah. So I thought it was okay.
It all depends on if you like that flavor of that soy sauce.
Yeah.
I did not like that particular. I've had other soy sauce. It was that particular soy sauce. And the only other one that Kevin gave, we gave a 1, 2, was the scrambled eggs with ham and peppers. Kevin gave that a 1, and that was because of texture.
It was texture because something in there was kind of chalky.
But we've done 11 videos, and each video had more than 1 meal. So for us to only be giving you 3 meals right now
that we would absolutely never touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is saying a lot. I mean, these are very good quality meals.
And there was very few that we both agreed were a 1.
Yes, exactly. So your taste could be completely different. You might absolutely love that chicken teriyaki. But okay, so now I'm going to give you the 5s. So
and we agreed on a lot of these.
We did. The breakfast skillet with hash browns and scrambled eggs with pork, sausage, peppers, and onions. We both gave it a 5.
Tons of flavor, good textures.
And I would eat it for
I would eat it at home.
Any time of day. I know. Like buy a packet and make it at home. We're not going camping, but we're just going to enjoy
Literally, it was that good.
It was very good and easy to make. We also I gave a 5 to the granola, which was it was considered a breakfast meal, but it was granola.
It was had milky milk, but I gave it a 4. So
it had, I think it had blueberry in it. And then we both gave a 5 to the spicy Southwest breakfast hash. It had potatoes, shredded beef, green chili, black beans, and corn.
Tons of flavor.
I don't even like black beans, and I loved that meal.
Good.
That meal was delicious. And all the meals that I'm not naming, they still pretty much got really high marks. We also
this one's funny.
Yes. Kevin gave 5s to the chicken and mashed potatoes and the chicken and dumplings. Kevin liked both of those.
I would buy those right now.
Would eat those.
But you gave them lower scores mostly because of the texture of personal preference.
Because it's all personal.
Yeah.
I do not like mashed potatoes, so that's why I gave them lower. It wasn't because of the quality of the meal.
Or they were bad.
It was because Tammy's weird and doesn't like mashed potatoes. I know that. The chicken fajita bowl, Kevin gave that a 5.
But you gave it a 4.5. So you were right there.
So I was right there. The turkey dinner casserole.
Loved it.
Kevin gave a 5.
Loved it. Loved the texture. Loved those big chunks of dressing. Yeah.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah,
so we were close on that. The Italian style pepper steak with rice and tomatoes, we both gave that a 5.
Yeah.
It had really thin strips of steak.
And they were good texture too. They were very tender. Yes. They were just excellent.
And then the last one that I gave a 5, you gave a 4, was the chili mac with beef.
Yeah.
I gave it a 5. I could eat that all the time. I love the chili, but this came as no surprise to me because I figured it would be similar as like in an MRE, and the chili MRE was like my favorite thing ever. I thought it was delicious. So, so those are the ones that we like the most that we buy over and over. But now the other ones all got high marks. Now I think some people would wonder, would you choose these over buying an MRE? And really, you cannot compare the two. You can't, because an MRE, when you're buying those MREs, you're buying a full day's food. You know, you're getting coffee, you're getting a fruit drink, you're getting some kind of a dessert, you're getting a meal.
You're getting the heating packets. All you have to do is add water and it heats it up for you automatically. Although it doesn't heat 100% all the time, but it's good. It does a pretty decent job.
Right.
You're also getting some kind of breakfast toaster pastry or something. You're having
so really, you can't compare the two.
I think there's 2 meals in an MRE.
Right. But I think it's supposed to last you. It's enough calories for like all day long.
But the bad thing about MREs are they're much harder to get a hold of.
Right.
That's the trade-off. You can't just walk into Walmart and buy an MRE.
Right. We ordered ours off of Amazon.
And the smallest packs I've ever seen on Amazon are like 4 packs. And sometimes they're random packs. You don't even know what 4 you're going to get.
Right.
So it's kind of like, how if I don't like that flavor, you know?
So I love the MREs. I thought the MREs were awesome.
Yeah, for what they are, they're definitely good.
I mean, I love the desserts and the peanut butter especially.
We like the prep of it. You know, it seems kind of weird to like that, but I enjoyed doing the heating pack and the water and all that, so it's kind of neat.
It's just something extra to keep you busy when you're out, you know? So
although I'm sure the military people hate it.
They probably do. They're probably thinking, I've got to go through all these steps and I'm just hungry.
I just want to go to a line and slap me some stuff on a tray.
I'm just tired. I want to eat. So yeah, if you're in the military, you probably don't feel that way at all. But for us, you know, it was kind of fun to do all that. But Kevin's right, and that's an excellent point. You can go, for these Mountain House meals, you can go to Walmart, you can go, they're supposed to be at Dick's Sporting Goods. We did not check. Sportsman's Warehouse.
I bet you Cabela's, and I'd say almost all those sporting type stores have.
Yeah, so you can find these anywhere. The only thing is I think you are going to pay more than these for the MRE at the end of the day, because these are about, if you averaged it out, they're probably an average of $8 a meal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so each meal, you know, you eat 3 meals a day.
But that's for 2 people though.
That's true. You're supposed to get 2 servings.
At least 2 people could eat out of each one of those.
Yeah.
So if you split that up, that's still...
That's not bad, but I still think you are going to pay more for these than you are for an MRE.
You figure $16, because really you'll probably only need 2 of them a day, twice a day, because you need a granola bar or something.
That's true, yeah.
So you eat 2 of them a day.
Yeah. For
2 people, that's still only $8 a person. I don't think that's that bad.
But I think these are excellent quality. I was completely blown away with them. Very, very impressed. If I'm going to be very honest, I had dreaded trying some of them because I thought, how can that possibly be good? And they really, really surprised me. And a lot of these meals, it's funny because Kevin and I would say, just like with the eggs, we would say, you could buy that and we could just have that. You know, you could have that on a Sunday morning or whatever for breakfast. You don't have to go camping to enjoy this meal. It's really good, and you don't have to buy the onion and pepper and ham and all that because they've done it for you. So when you think about it that way,
I'll cook.
You're saving money when you think of it that way. So
definitely worth trying out.
Even if you're not going to go camping, I would urge you to find a package, whether it be a dessert or a breakfast or a meal. Find one that sounds appealing to you and give it a try. Just give it a try. Because,
and if you do, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you've had any of these. I believe we found them all. I know I didn't find the ice cream bar, which I'm sure you feel like you're not missing anything anyway.
No, those are awful.
I know I didn't find that one. But if you know of other meals, you can let us know if they're out that they're out there, and that we just didn't see them. We bought every one that we could find. But I really hope you enjoyed this series of videos, and thanks for watching.